The Flip Wilson Show. With Flip's guests, Lily Tomlin, Ron Gaylord, and Burt Holiday, and Hamid Hamilton Camp. And now, here's Flip.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the show. Tonight we're going to get another one for the Gipper. Yay, for the Gipper. No, I feel pretty good now. But I almost didn't make it. Because for a couple of hours today, I had amnesia. Really, that's right. It was right after lunch. I don't think it was the food. Oh, but then it was the first time I'd eaten in that place. And the lady kept stacking it on. I said, that's enough. She said, no, you want some more, you know. And she kept piling it up. Then I came back from lunch. I was standing here in the middle of the stage, and all of a sudden, my mind went blank. Boom. I didn't know where I was or who I was. Now, the first person who came by was George Wilde, my musical director. I didn't even know who he was at the time, because if I had known it was George, I would never have said anything to the guy. You know what I mean? If I'd known, I would never have said a word to the man. But I didn't know, so I said, pardon me, sir. I said, oh, what am I doing here? And he said, I've never understood that myself. He said, not only that, but I refuse to discuss it. Then he walked away. Like I said, George is my musical director. For the time being, that is. Actually, I've already put the notice in his box. He hasn't picked up his mail yet. Yeah, George got his hat. Bye, George. Well, anyway, there I was. I said to myself, now I'm on the stage, so I must be in some kind of show. But what kind of show? Maybe it was a dramatic show. I was completely in the dark. Pardon the pun. That's one of the new writers. He keeps trying to slip one in on me. I decided to ask a fellow who was sitting at the foot of the stage on my right. I didn't know who he was at the time, but he turned out to be my producer, Bob Jim Dandy Henry. Yeah, for Jim Dandy. Who is a pretty busy, but generally and otherwise all-around swell guy. Pardon me, sir. I got a problem. And if you're the guy who's paying me, you got a bigger problem than I do. See, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out this week's show.
What kind of show is this?
It's a variety show.
Oh, variety show. Who's on it?
Well, we got Lily Tomlin, the comedy team of Gaylord and Holiday.
Yeah.
And a fine performer, Hamid Hamilton Camp. It's going to be a great show.
I hope this doesn't sound ridiculous, but what am I doing here?
Well, that's the problem.
What do you mean the problem? I mean, how is it a problem?
We do know that you're the master of ceremonies.
Oh, the master. I'm the master of ceremonies. Yeah, the master of ceremonies. What do I do?
Well, the whole show revolves around you. You're the one who introduces all the guest stars.
Oh. I mean, I just bring them out. That's my job. You know, I just say to the audience, here they are. If you want to look at them, okay. If not, it doesn't make any difference to me. I don't care. I'm nothing but the jive master of ceremony.
Well, that's okay. But there's other ways, too, to introduce the acts.
Oh.
For example, there's one type of master of ceremonies who's the smooth type.
You mean swave? That's right, I said swave.
You can tell he's smooth because he always puts his hand in his coat pocket like this.
Yes.
The thumb rigid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he always bends his leg ever so slightly like this.
Yeah, I got that.
and he purrs into the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, have a little like my great big hand. Now, he's been doing this so long, he walks off the stage like this.
That's nice. That's nice. That's suave.
Now, there's another type of MC. He's the personality guy.
Mm-hmm. What's he like?
He's just the opposite. He's the kind who figures, I better get them before they get me.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean now.
Now, you recognize him because this is the way he introduces an act.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the suave guy better. You know? I like him when he put his thumb in there and go like this. Yeah, that's much better.
Well, in any case, you have to watch out on television.
Yes.
No matter what kind of MC you are. Because if the horizontal hold isn't right with the vertical hold, the MC comes out like this.
I hope that don't happen to me.
Nah.
I like the suave guy, but I like when he put his hand in and go.
Well, you'll be sensational. So go on out there and get one for the Gipper.
I'm going to do that.
The important thing is, be yourself, whoever you are.
So we're going to get another one for the Kipper. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to present two songbirds of sophistication, Ron Gaylord and Burt Holiday.
Everything is beautiful in its own way.
I told you to say black.
Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
And now, moving right along, here's a man who needs no introduction, so I'm not going to give him any.
Oi.
And now here she is, my lovely lady guest, Miss Lily Tomlin. Lily Tomlin. Well, you ready to dance for us?
Well, I was going to dance, but I can't get my tap shoes on.
Why not?
I had an accident with my foot. Early this morning, I was having a little breakfast with my mother, and she dropped a six-pack on my instep.
Oh, then does that mean you're not going to be able to dance?
Oh, well, no, I don't have my shoes, but I do have my taps.
No, don't tell me you're going to tap dance in your bare feet.
I've even
This
half
is
moved
ridiculous.
my toenails.
How are you going to tap dance in your bare feet? People aren't going to believe
Oh,
that.
maestro.
In your bare feet? No, Charlie's home. He never goes out. He's too shy.
Must be a wrong number. Nobody ever calls me. Hello?
Hi, Charlie. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm just getting over the flu, so don't get too close to the phone. Who is this anyway?
It's Georgie.
Are you sure this is Georgie?
I wouldn't say I was me if I wasn't.
Thank goodness. You can't be too careful these days. I once got mugged on the phone.
Say, Charlie. Charlie, look. I'm giving a party tonight. Come on over. You have a good time.
I never have a good time. I went once to a seance and they wouldn't even hold my hand.
Say, I got a girl for you. You remember Doris?
Yeah.
Well, not her. She got a girlfriend.
Oh.
You'll like her, too. Yeah. She's a good sport. You know what I mean?
Hey. Yeah, I don't know, George. I hate calling up a perfect stranger.
She's not perfect. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll call her first. You know, kind of set it up for you. You just sit tight.
That's the way I always sit.
Wonder who that can be. Maybe Dial-A-Prayer's answering my call. Hello, whatever it is, yes.
Hey, Francis, this is Georgie from the office.
Oh, yeah, hi, Georgie.
Say, Francis, are you busy tonight?
Well, I was gonna watch the reruns of Peyton Place. If you miss one, you blow the whole thing.
Yes. Well, look, I'm giving a little party. It's going to be Peyton Place live. Yeah. So if you like the book, the picture, and the television series, I know you'll dig it live. Come on over. You have a good time.
Well, I haven't had a good time since I was searched at the airport. No, Georgie, I don't like to show up at a party without a date.
Look, okay. Tell you what, I got a guy I'd like for you to meet.
Well, no, I don't. I don't have anything to wear. My hot pants are at the cleaners.
This is informal. Okay, it's informal. Tell you what, Francis, I'll have Charlie call you.
No, well, who is it?
Charlie, you'll like him.
Well, what does he look like?
You ever see Steve McQueen?
Yes.
Well, he
yes.
saw him too.
Right.
Yeah, you dig Charlie. He's a very warm person, and he loves dogs. I'll have him call you. I'll have him call you in a few minutes.
Hello?
It's all set. Her name is Francis, and her hot pants are in the cleaners.
Francis was my father's name.
Look, her number is 755-7399.
A toll call?
She'll accept the charges. She's anxious.
Hello.
Is this Francis?
Yes, this is she.
A girl! It's great. Hey, this is Charlie, Georgie's friend.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, yes, I think Georgie told me about you.
What, was he kind?
He did mention, I think, Steve McQueen.
You don't look like Steve McQueen, do you?
There's one thing I must tell you. I don't usually go out with strange men. You aren't strange, are you?
Well, strange is in the eye of the beholder.
All right. You must read a lot.
Yeah.
I like that in a man. What kind of work do you do?
I'm an insurance agent. I'm in charge of disasters.
Oh.
What do you do?
Modeling.
Ooh, topless?
No, clay. I think you should realize that I don't usually go out on blind dates. You do sound like a fun guy. Meeting a new person is always a challenge, and I do like a challenge.
Good. Well, we could go maybe Indian wrestling after the party.
Oh no. I don't Indian wrestle on the first date.
Oh, Francis, and you will go to Georgie's party with me?
Well, if you insist.
Great. I'll meet you by the bench in the park, by the fountain in the dark.
Wait, by the
bench in the park, by the fountain in the dark.
About 8?
Yeah.
You're so forceful.
Hello.
Hello, Georgie. I just made a date with Fred.
That's the way I like to hear you talk.
Just one thing, George.
What is it?
Tell me the truth. What does Francis look like, really?
Well, how long has it been since you were out with a girl?
I don't remember.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah? Well, I like them tall and blonde and willowy. What about her face?
Almost perfect.
You mean there's something missing?
No. She got 2 of everything. What you don't see is what you don't get. Besides, Charlie, going out is going to do you good. I mean, after all, even trash goes out once a week.
Pardon me, miss. You have that time?
Oh, I've got 8:30. What time do you have?
It's about 8:30.
Yeah, must be about 8:30.
Yeah. I was waiting for this tall, willowy blonde.
Yeah, I had a date, too. Handsome devil probably took a better offer.
Say, I hope you won't think I'm forward, but do you mind if I sit down a minute? Well, while we're waiting, we could talk.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are strangers in the night.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Right.
Would you like to go to a great party? I mean, as long as we're both dressed.
Well, why not? It's better than sitting at home.
Gee, that's swell.
Sometimes it's better to meet by accident like this than waiting for some friends to stick you with a blind date.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Did anybody ever tell you that you resemble Steve McQueen?
Often, my dear.
Send in the defendant.
I'm innocent! I'm innocent! Free Freddie Johnson! Free Freddie!
Look, I'm just a bailiff. Save it for the judge.
Oh. You mean I wasted an award-winning performance on a jive bailiff?
Look, I liked it. Now sit down, will you?
Okay.
No, over here.
Little joke, Say, come here. I want to talk to you a second.
What?
Man, how you doing, buddy?
Fine.
Say, what kind of guy is the judge?
Fair and square, treats everybody the same.
Yeah, well, that's my kind of guy. I think I can handle this.
He doesn't discriminate.
Yeah, sounds better and better.
To him, everybody's guilty.
I knew there was a catch in there somewhere.
Oh, here it comes now. On your feet. Hear ye! Court now in session. Judge Witherspoon presiding. Howdy, Judge.
How are you, Joshua?
How's the hunting?
Great. I bagged an elk. He was on his way to a convention.
Hey, on his way to... That judge is a riot.
Order in the court. I'll tell you when to laugh. Joshua, swear in the defendant.
You swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you?
I'll do the best I can within reason.
Well, the defendant here, Freddie Johnson, is charged by Farmer Green with premeditated trespassing, willful damages to said property, and resultant severe mental anguish.
I'm innocent! I'm innocent! Free Freddie Johnson! Free Freddie! Say, looks like I blew another one. Say, y'all can't do this to me. This ain't a fair trial. I know law better than that. Where's the plaintiff? Y'all can't jive me. I've been in court a lot of times. And the law said the plaintiff must be present. Now, either y'all get that straight out, or I'm walking out of here. Now, get it together.
Johnson,
Yes, sir.
what's a plaintiff?
Well, the plaintiff is the opposite of the defendant.
Ah, the good guys. Yeah, just like my friend, dear friend, Farmer Green. Now, you got anything to say before I pronounce you guilty?
Yes. Your Honor, I, being a citizen, well versed in the statutes of the law, and a man who has not only devoted great time devoted to reading in depth, but having on many occasions been the plaintiff as well likewise as the defendant, do herewith, forthwith, if so and to wit, make known the following fact and statement. Your Honor, not only do I deny the allegations, I deny the alligator. throw that in. It was getting kind of shaky, you know. I deny them, sir, de facto, post facto, before and after the facto, and that is a fact. Am I going too fast for you, my man? Taking all of this into consideration, and notwithstanding the foregoing, and in conclusion, I'd like to say that I plead guilty and throw myself on the mercy of the court.
Deeply moving, deeply moving. Now, parking your car on Farmer Green's property and sparking with a girl. $5 on the first count, $10 for the second, and for mental anguish, $300.
Before, when I said I was going to tell the truth and whole truth, nothing but the truth,
Yeah.
well, I didn't tell everything. What happened was, yesterday afternoon, I was driving along the highway, you know. And, you know, not too fast and not too slow.
Yeah.
I was cruising.
Yeah, you were observing the speed limit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
I understand that.
And that ain't all I was observing.
Uh-huh.
You know, because I saw a sign in front of me that said, "Watch out, sharp curves." And leaning on that sign was the finest soul sister I ever saw in my life. And she had the sharpest curves I've ever seen in my life.
Aha. A girl?
Yes, soul sister.
Ah.
You've been in the woods too long. Well, see, now, I saw it and I put on brakes. Because she was standing there with her thumb prominently displayed.
All right now. Was this Route 41, 55, or 66?
No, Your Honor. This was Route 36, 25, 35.
Yeah, I know that route. It's kind of bumpy.
Yes.
Now look, lad, we've got a law against hitchhiking around here.
No, see, I wasn't hitchhiking, and I was trying to help her avoid breaking the law. That's why I picked her up.
Ah. And then you drove on Farmer Green's property, parked the car, and proceeded to trespass.
Well, let me tell you what, it wasn't just like that. See, I pulled over there. Farmer Green's property was the first vacant spot I saw.
You see?
Well, that's when I spotted Farmer Green coming. So I started the car and I took off.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't familiar with the area.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have went through his chicken house.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the chicken house, then made a U-turn in the barn, and I came out, and Farmer Green shot the shotgun and hit one of my tires, and the car came to a stop in the pig pen.
Well, why didn't you use the driveway?
Because I was scared.
What were you scared of?
He had a shotgun.
Aha! If Farmer Green came at you with a gun, he's the guilty party. Case dismissed.
Yeah, that's right. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's right. Liberty and justice for all.
Wait.
Oh, you got a light?
Of course
Yeah,
I do.
you all right. You all right.
There you are. That'll be $300. Smoking in the courtroom.
Okay, the Mills Brothers.
Glow, little glow, glimmer, glimmer. Shine, little glow, shimmer, shimmer.
When you gotta glow, you gotta glow.
Glow, little glow, glow.
Who else? Well, then, the sexy singers came along.
That leaves us out.
Like Dean Martin.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. And Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. And the sexiest singer of them all. Tiptoe to the tune.
What happened next?
Then Elvis Presley came along with his karate style.
I won't sing it again. I won't sing it again. Yeah, bless my soul, what's the matter with me? I'm a champion.
With the arrival of Elvis Presley, a whole new world of rock and roll opened up. Boom.
How, ba ba bow, wow, wow, da 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 da, ding dong, ding dong. Da 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 da, ding dong. How, ba ba bow, wow, wow, da 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 da.
And now at the magic switchboard, America's favorite telephone operator, Lily Tomlin as Ernestine.
One ringy-dingy. Two, a gracious good afternoon. Is this Mr. Hoover? Mr. Jedgar Hoover? Good. Good, then I have reached the party to whom I am speaking. Mr. Hoover, this is Miss Tomlin from the telephone company. It is my unpleasant duty, Mr. Hoover, to discuss with you some of the abuses of your instrument. Yes. Yes, indeed. It does sound rather un-American, doesn't it? Now then, Mr. Hoover, I have here before me your file. Oh, yes, I'm sure that you have a file on me, too. After all, turnabout is fair play. Yes, it does sound perverted. Now then, Mr. Hoover, we have a delicate problem. I find that you and your agents have indulged in the illegal and unfair practice of wiretapping. Wiretapping. Oh, Mr. Hoover, listening to other people's conversations. How do I know? From listening to your calls, that's how I know. Oh, Mr. Hoover, don't be rude. I'll make a loud noise into my mouthpiece and perhaps deafen you for life. Now then, Mr. Hoover, may I ask, do you have a telephone directory handy? Good. Let us turn then to page VIII, and we will recite in unison. It is a crime, under both federal and state law, to use a phone for annoying or harassing purposes, or to knowingly permit a phone under one's control to be used for such purposes. This includes calls in which the caller remains silent, etc., etc., etc. Oh, you do know the law, Mr. Hoover. Good. Listen, Jedgar. Tell me, is there anybody at your place listening in? Everybody. Good. Let's get right to the nitty-gritty. There is absolutely no reason for your agents to skulk about, electronically speaking. You can get all the information you need from us. Probably a lot more accurately, too. Good. Then we will be in touch. Oh, incidentally, Mr. Hoover, I must tell you how much I admire your vacuum cleaner. Hello? Now, why do you suppose he got so huffy? I was just being complimentary. Everybody knows there's nothing like a Hoover when you're dealing with dirt.